In our country, a conference is being held to bring together young people from the LGBT community who want more representation in the tech world. The event is called Venture Out, features more than 30 different startups, and allows attendees to take part in different workshops, listen to panels. Venture Out co-founder and chair Jeanette Stock is standing by in downtown Toronto, taking some time out of the conference, which got underway today, to join us here on CTV. Thanks for this.
Thanks for having me.
So what is this all about? What is your goal here?
So Venture Out is Canada's first conference for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and trans inclusion in tech and entrepreneurship. And what we're really trying to do is connect the next generation of LGBTQ talent with career opportunities, with mentors, and with really the skills they need to excel in today's workforce.
There are lots of tech conferences, as you know, already in existence. Why the need to have this sort of specific one for this community?
So someone actually came up to me today at lunch and they said, we hear a lot around getting more women into tech roles, and we hear a lot about getting more people of color into tech roles, and that's so important. But with LGBTQ diversity, it can sometimes be hard at first glance to see, who looks like me. I used to go to tech events in Toronto and feel like maybe I was the only gay one in the room. And statistically, that's just not true. But role models haven't really been given a platform yet to connect with the next generation of talent. So we just really want to make our voices heard and make sure that the next generation of talent has those role models to look up to.
Well, there definitely is an invisible minority from the LGBT community. That goes without saying. And so I guess this is also about recognition and, getting the word out there. What's the response been so far to all this?
It's been absolutely overwhelming. We've actually sold out, or I would invite you down. But it's really heartening. When you hear statistics like that LGBTQ founders raise 11% less capital than their peers, we kind of look around and say, is this going to be welcome in the community? And so to have over 30 companies and over 400 attendees has just been mind-blowing.
There is a narrative, and I'm curious whether you think it's true, that in the tech world, it's basically all run and staffed by, mainly white, straight men. What do you think?
That is a story that you hear a lot, and we actually have, a couple panels that addressed that. But the reality is that the stories that you see, if you've seen Silicon Valley, you've seen it. There's a story that white, straight men are running the conversation, but it's really not true. We have amazing LGBTQ talent in companies in Toronto, in Waterloo, and across Canada. And it's really just about changing the narrative there and getting, our voices heard.
Is there more room for diversity? Are you getting a sign or signals, rather, from the industry that they want this sort of thing?
Definitely. One of the most well-attended panels today was actually a panel of HR and operations professionals talking about what the actual steps that companies can take to improve those numbers looks like. And the room was packed. So there is definitely a hunger, I think, to learn and to engage.
One final thing, from the people who are attending this, the young people, what are you hearing from them?
I'm really hearing that it's an opportunity that people haven't really been given before. People have been talking about LGBTQ inclusion sort of on different levels, but at a national stage, this conversation has never happened in Canada. So young people, I think, are really excited about the opportunity to connect with employers who want them to be themselves in the workplace.
Tech conference for LGBT youth called Venture Out. Jeanette, thanks so much for coming on the show. Great to have you. All the best.
Thanks so much.
We're going to take a quick break here on